Hi guys, my name is Keith Noratis, known as the leader and superior of Club LASM, aka lover of animated shows and movies. And I am here with three of my best friends, closest members, Adam and a Poke.
Hello.
Lazybones.
What's up?
And Gilbert.
Hey, how's it going?
So first things first, how are we doing in this lovely day?
Pretty good.
Good.
Oh, doing great. Still on my Powerpuff Girls marathon before moving on to Kid Cosmic for season 3.
Oh, me three. Me too.
What is everyone currently watching now?
I just finished watching the Owl House episode.
I mean, me too, yeah. Because we watched them together.
Oh yeah, I did.
I'm on Legend of Korra now. I'm trying to finish season 3 so I can finish the show eventually.
Well, once I'm done with the podcast, I'm still might be watching other more cartoons. Like, you know me as a cartoon addict.
Yeah.
I guess the last non-animated shows I watch a lot of animated shows, but sometimes I watch other stuff too. Like one of them I watch is The Righteous Gemstones.
What's that about?
Oh, it's about a family of televangelists who was kind of corrupt. In the first season, it's about them. One of the family members being blackmailed for their, non-Christian activities.
Jeez.
It's a pretty good show. If you like Danny McBride and John Goodman.
Okay. So I guess I might try to get into it, but I'm not much into adult themed shows, but I'm slowly trying to get to one. For example, I was watching I Am Not Okay With This, and oh my god, I loved it. With an unexpected ending cliffhanger, I just hate the fact that it got canceled by the Kissing Booth.
What show got canceled?
The show was canceled. It was a Netflix show called I Am Not Okay With This.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched it. I haven't heard of it until now, actually.
I've only heard of it because I've heard of, the guy who made another thing called The End of the Effing World.
Of course.
Oh, I've heard of that.
I haven't heard. I've heard of it, but I did
My
not
cousin got me
watch
that
that.
book for Christmas 2 years ago.
Jeez.
I feel like Adam is, I feel like we're leaving Adam out. Adam, is there anything you'd like to add?
Not really. I don't really watch much live action anyway, so it's all good.
Well, you can't blame me because I've been more into animation than live action anyway.
I'm I prefer animation. It's just more interesting for me.
More artistic.
It really matter to me. I just like entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, I mostly just like watching movies, but because I just like watching movies probably the most because I think it's just easier for me to watch a more self-contained story than like a full show that ends like between seasons.
Okay.
I've always preferred shows just because I get bored watching a whole movie, if I'm being honest.
With that said, are you ready?
Okay.
Oh. With that said, are you ready to get to the topic?
I was going to say that actually. Yes, we are.
Okay. So, about Willow's of the Owl House. Thank you all for being at the Owl House watch party.
No problem.
It was a lot of fun.
It's really fun. Yeah. Whoa, that was insane.
Yeah, it was also difficult for me to try to get to episodes that I want, but we were able to get through it. So about Willow's character arc of the show. She is really a great character.
Yeah. I hope we get to see like a Willow-focused episode again, like in the future at least.
Yeah,
Would be. I would love to have more of Willow in season 2, if not season 3. At least one more focused on her a bit. Like we got Gus on season 2, which I'm happy about, but we need a little more of Willow.
Lumini overshadowed it. Yeah.
Because from what I remember, the most attention that she's had were like in season 2, episode 2. What was it called again? What was the episode 2 called again of season 2?
Escaping Expulsion.
Wait, say it again?
Escaping Expulsion.
Escaping Expulsion. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was in that, and she was also in.
Eclipse
I'm
Lake.
blanking on the names right now.
A Palisman episode.
That one, yeah.
Also, yeah, but also Eclipse Lake.
Yeah, that's what I said
yeah.
earlier. But
Nope.
we should get to the episodes that was centered on her. And the 4 episodes that I told you about, these were the Willow themed episodes that was features on her character. So we should start with part 1, yeah?
I Was a Teenage Abomination.
Of course.
Right?
It's kind of hard to get back to previous episode because, mainly because of Amity.
I know, of course.
It's weird.
I mentioned this in our podcast, but like Amity and in Teenage Abomination very much feels like what's the blonde kid's name from like Harry Potter again?
Draco Malfoy.
Yeah, he's like. She's like him, like for the Owl House universe, except if he turned gay or something like that, you know.
Like that already happened at the JK.
Jeez, like
imagine the Harry and relationship.
When we saw Willow, it just feels. I think we made a comment that it feels kind of weird of how. She's obviously better at plant than Abomination. We saw clearly, but my guess is one of her dads probably pushed her into this class.
Yeah, because like, why else would you call your child Willow and sign her up for something that isn't a plant magic track?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Why did they do that?
That's something I
feel so stupid. I never thought of that.
I mean, well, parents knew how good she is in plants, and why put her in Abomination? Like
it's like calling a kid Abomination and not putting her in an Abomination track. Just how could you not?
Oh my god!
Hi, my name's Abomination. What track you in, Bard? Hold up. It just doesn't make any sense.
My guess is I guess it's like an unspoken sort of deal, but I guess Abomination is like on the high tier when it comes to the hierarchy.
So why would you call your kid Abomination in the first place? That's just an insult.
I know.
Bullying waiting to happen. I know, that's bullying waiting to happen for your poor child.
You should know my parents named me that.
And remember that Willow has been bullied for years, and that's sad. I'm literally getting way over ahead of myself. Remember that she was bullied for years, so I don't understand it.
Damn, yeah.
Sad, yeah. They were once best friends.
Painful to think about.
Yeah. Painful to be having so much trauma.
As we were watching Teenage Abomination, it's very cool how quickly she became friends with Luz, especially since she's one of the few people who are nice to her.
Luz is like the light of it all. Like, this is why I love Luz so much. She can easily get along with someone. If she's willing to easily get along with Willow, I bet she can get along with any one of us. Like, for real.
Yeah, she's like a really nice person. Like, really, looks like she sees the best in some people.
Yes, that's how everyone should be. You know, I think this is probably the episode I've sympathized with Willow the most, besides Winged Like Witches, and at least in season 1, and probably of the show overall. But you know,
and looking back at that episode,
I know understanding Willow is one too, but and I guess yeah, okay, I'm sorry, yeah, I think I'd say understanding Willow and Winged Like Witches are probably the ones that are probably the most emotional Willow episodes, but we'll get to those later.
So I was about to say that while looking back at the episode I was in Teenage Abomination, I can't believe Amity went from this girl she's trying to live under her mother's name to now being Luz's girlfriend. I just can't believe that.
That's crazy.
From green hair to
her mom
purple
probably
hair.
hates her now.
I'd love to see if Amity and Luz were to ever have kids in the future. I would love to hear how they would tell the story of how I met your mother.
How? Oh
Like
yeah.
how her mom would react.
Yeah.
Like, Mom,
You did tell me
Mom
that
had to be
before
Mom.
on that
Oh,
watch
well,
party.
Trying to dissect it.
Yeah, I'd love to see how they can get past that part.
Yeah. So, like, what were your favorite moments from that episode?
I got two favorite moments actually.
Really?
One is when, but you know what? Three. I got three favorites.
Okay.
One is Luz showing off in class as Willow's abomination. I might be an abomination, but you're my abomination.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That was great.
Greatest
That
pun
was,
of the
I
year.
like that.
Greatest quote of the year.
Abomination.
Yeah.
Number two, when Amity first meets Luz for the first time. Not that I thought that they will be in a relationship in the future. That wasn't in my mind back then. I just thought it was funny of how she just looked in the cauldron and said, I know you're in there. Who are you? What are you? I want answers.
None of us didn't think
Well, I
that
liked when the
that it
professor
actually
said,
be canon until
the
the
real
future.
abominations are all of you.
And number three, think a side story where King was willing to let Ida call him Mr. Wiggles if it means saving him from some sort of slug monster.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think like it's a cute episode. I think it's just I think I liked episode 2 probably the most out of the first 3 episodes. I think. Like I think that had a really unique kind of subversion of the chosen one archetype in in storytelling. Episode 3 I think is a really A Teenage Abomination is a cute episode. I'd say that maybe not logically it's probably not the most like consistent because like it's kind of like hard to believe that no one could tell that Luz wasn't an abomination, but you know.
Well, I mean, in a school of magic, I mean, who knows? Maybe
I mean,
they
like
thought
even
that,
like even if like because like Luz already kind of looks like she looks like the other people in the Boiling Isles just with regular ears.
Yeah.
I mean, my guess is this is just from my perspective. I always think outside the box. Maybe they thought that Willow was either so bad at abomination that it just doesn't look right.
Half of Witch
Abomination
Willow
of an
is just the like. Why would people call her Half of Witch Willow? That just makes no sense. I know she's not good at abominations, but that doesn't give them the right to call her that.
I mean, okay. I don't like inviting Harry Potter into this in a positive light, but at least in that perspective, when they call her Harry, he was a son of a wizard and a muggle, a mortal woman, right? Yep.
I guess I was.
So what would classify Willow as a half witch?
I guess like they're saying that she can't do magic properly.
Well, actually, like half as much of a
I mean,
witch
that's like I guess that's her arc
like,
in the episode.
how
Is that
good
like
she is at
she
magic.
casts this amazing spell and just proves to everyone that that she's not such a half a witch after all.
Yeah. Plus, I also like the episode because it truly introduces the characters outside of the main quadrio of Luz, Ida, King, and Hooty. It really introduced people outside of the Boiling Isles, like Willow, Gus, and Amity.
Oh yeah, I liked Ida's reaction to Luz being in school. She was like, "No,
Yeah,
The most relatable line ever.
yeah."
Like, I know how much people hate school
Yeah.
the most.
Yeah, everything. Middle school was just terrible for me. High school was just boring.
And college is so stressful.
Ooh.
It is, yeah. Feel ya.
for me, yeah, I just kind of stuck with it and eventually finished. But
Because like,
yeah.
because I was thinking like, how I would feel if I was in the same magic school that all the other characters were in. Because like, if it's like if it's really that hard that Willow was struggling and getting bad grades, I'd wonder how I would be doing.
When you
Not that I
mentioned
did
magic,
bad in school or anything. I did good, but like, I don't know how well I can do with magic or anything, or how well I would do with like, you know,
personally speaking, my
the real.
grades are honestly better than I would have thought. So, I don't know. If I were to get into magic school, I would like to learn illusions. I would like to do that.
I'm not sure what track am I still going to go to yet if I were to be in that position.
I need a cop-out answer and say all of them.
One day,
Okay,
it'll be all of the above.
Shall we move
Well,
on to the second episode? We were watching Hooty's Moving Hassle.
Of course. Of course. So how did you guys like that episode?
Fun.
It was fun. Yeah, I liked it. I think I liked it better than Teenage Abomination. I'd say.
I would say the same. Like I had a few funny moments from Teenage Abomination, but Hooty's Moving Hassle, I would say I
think it's more highly written. I'd say, and just more fun. I think.
More fun. Yes, it was more fun.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to diss on Teenage Abomination. I like that episode. I think I like this one more though.
I know, because like I said before, Teenage Abomination is when they introduce the characters. Now Hooty's Moving Hassle is going to be more and more fun. Like, you know?
I liked just seeing the main characters just trying to own up to, you know, the people picking on them, saying you can't do a real conjuring, huh?
And then we got Willow and Gus. You know, they were invited by Luz to do their own little conjuring.
Yeah.
What I love about it more...
Rita was like, no, you can't do it. I'm going to go out tonight, and I need to get some elixir. So you can't do it, but Luz just secretly does it anyway, because she doesn't want to disappoint Willow or Gus, her best friends, because they've never had a conjuring before.
Yeah, what I found odd in that episode, with in regards to Ida telling Luz not to do the conjuring, says that it's a spell for babies. My argument is, well, Luz, she's basically, no insult to her, a baby at magic. So, if anything, the conjuring would be a good practice.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. It's kind of funny that, like, Willow and Luz and, like, Gus were the only people, they actually were able to summon a conjuring in the first place when,
that was,
when Basha and Amity and the other, like, girls, that banned them from their, like, conjuring or didn't allow them, or kind of or shoved them down, like, they never got to conjure anything up.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I love about it, because one day, at the end of the episode, the trio got their last laugh because they were able to, like, do the conjuring, like, literally in their first try. And what did Basha did? Couldn't do it.
Yeah. This is also the first episode where, like, where we find out that Willow and Amity used to be friends.
Yeah.
That was in Understanding Willow, the next one.
Yeah. Willow clearly foreshadowed Understanding Willow. And remember, on when it first premiered, it was 2 episodes that aired. Understanding Willow and Really Small Problems. Remember that?
Oh, that was like 50 years ago. I can't remember a single thing there.
Yeah.
I think this was before I got into the show, but I think I was looking on Wikipedia. I think that I saw that their air dates were the same.
Yeah, they're both airing the same. They're airing back-to-back episodes. So what were your favorite moments in Hooty's Moving Hassle before we continue?
Okay. Like I said, there are a couple moments that I liked from Hooty's Moving Hassle. One, the direct reference to the witch Baba Yaga.
Yeah, I noticed
Baba
that.
Yaga. From the witch verse
Baba
that
Yaga.
showed.
It's like a Russian, I want to say, legend.
She's a Slavic witch that has a house that moves with chicken legs.
Oh yeah, and I did.
Is that it? Oh, I didn't get that reference.
I believe Disney Plus will be making a show based on, I guess, the story of Baba Yaga. But I guess we'll see in the future.
Yeah, but that's what I was about to say about that Baba Yaga. Like, I was so excited that they're going to make it as an anthology series. It's like Owl House and Infinity Train combined.
It's it is a very disappointing thing what happened with the Owl House, to be honest. But at least according to Dana, it's not. It wasn't like just because of the LGBT. Because as you can see, I guess more shows are getting into it. It's more like a stupid executive crap they try to do. Oh, Disney Channel is meant for family, and I get it before the Disney Plus thing. It's this whole just stupid business crap.
Yeah. Disney may be good, but they really did some like dumb things before. Why are they doing this to get into the Owl House?
Well, at least on the upside, at least from what I've been seeing on social media, there are more people who are getting on to the Owl House, and more people are working on season 3 of the show. I want to say there was someone named Rebecca Rose.
Yeah, she was a YouTuber that I watched.
Rebecca Rose. Yeah, she's.
I did not
she
think
was doing some.
Producer on it.
I don't particularly know her per se, but several of my friends always like retweets her, likes her videos and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that I don't know her as well as most of you guys, but yes, they're bringing more people onto the show. So my guess is that season 3 will do its best. It will do the best it can, and will probably more likely enjoy it.
Yeah, they're doing whatever they can to make season 3 the best / emotional. Hopefully, it will go out with a bang. Like
Yell House Endgame.
Moving back to one of my other favorite Endgame. Moving back to my other favorite moment moving back to my last favorite part. My other favorite part in Hooty's moving hassle is Ida trying to play the card game with the seller who used to sell the potions in the morning.
Oh yeah.
It's like a
big character is so bad, I think.
You're playing that card right now. You're playing cards with them right now.
Like, how is she even? Like, for one moment she didn't have the cards, and then the next thing you know, boom, she had it. How is that even possible?
Well, you gotta remember, in all likelihood, she was most likely Stan's ex-wife, so she's pretty good at gambling.
Oh my god.
My last favorite moment is with Basha.
Oh, don't
that
even
sounds
mention
weird.
her.
No, that sounds weird. But I just liked it how, on her way to the Conjuring, she was talking to the mom. Yes, Mom, I'm going to the Moonlight Conjuring. No, Mom, you can't come.
Oh my god.
Yes,
like,
Mom,
why?
it's sad you're asking.
Why? Like,
why would the mom want to come
who raised
to
her? I asked myself that. The many times I watched that episode, I just asked myself, who raised Basha to talk to her mother like that?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But that's another thing I'd like to draw a point. One of my cousins, he was looking at this fan theory of how Basha is like kind of abused, kind of like Amity and Pacifica. But based on the conversation she had with her mother, I would say no. She's more like Princess Morbucks from the Powerpuff Girls than Pacifica.
That's facts.
You just spoiled.
Spoiled, that's the best word I can think of. And those are my favorite parts. What about you guys?
Oh, I think one of my favorite parts is like the guy that captures the Owl House when it's like walking and stuff like that. This whole group of pirates, like
the green one, the green monster,
like holds them hostage and tries to push them off a cliff. And one of them asks them, "Is this what you really want to do with your life? Push children off a cliff?" And he says, "Yeah, I've dreamed of it since I was a child."
He was a weird kid back then.
Whee!
Gotta give it to him. At least he's got goals in life and aspirations. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, but that was really hilarious. Like, what's hilarious to me is the fact that Willow is literally in a plant track where Basha is literally on a potion track. Willow can
You know,
really do more in magic than Basha.
You know, the fact kind of it kind of escapes me. I feel dumb for not always noticing what course they're in. And I know that Amity and Willow's course, but I guess I forgot about Basha's or anyone else for that matter.
Yeah, like I said before, Basha is the potion track. Like I just saw the first day episode where Lucifer first came in, she was the potion. Same as Ida. Ida was potion.
Oh, I don't know. I can't really pick one out. I mean, I like the one you guys mentioned. It's like the shoving the kids off the cliff. That was great, but as harsh as that sounds, yeah, I love the bit where they shove the kids off the cliff. Don't take it out of context, please.
My favorite moments were all the parts where Luce and Amity were in the same frame.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Speaking of which, Amity might want to delete those posts on her Instagram.
Yes, please. Purple hair Amity should do that now.
Okay, next one, Understanding Willow.
Yes. Understanding Willow is literally one of my favorite episodes. This was, I feel like the episode where the Lumini fans felt like, oh no, this is the moment before the storm of Enchanting Ground Fight. But Understanding Willow is clearly one of my favorite episodes.
Keeping the focus on Willow and I guess in this case Amity's relationship, it really is a heartache just looking at them. Like it's really it was really something. Like we saw in the beginning of the episode where the teacher was teaching them how to extract memories from each other.
Which is weird for like middle or high school, wherever they're at.
They're like 14.
They killed these children. Like they're just children. They're irresponsible. Don't.
Maybe that is true. But you gotta think about they live
Magic
in
school,
a,
though.
they live
Yeah,
in
I get it.
literal.
I'll give it a pass.
Yeah, I'll give it a pass.
I'll buy it.
They live, yeah. If in that world you'd buy it.
I didn't think of that until now.
Earth, if it was on Earth, it would have been terrible. But the Boiling Isles, just be very careful.
Yeah.
And it is very irresponsible of Amity to do that. Whether you were friends or not, that is just like burning a picture literally right next to the other flammable picture.
I was nearly close to starting to enjoy her character, but then the fact that she did that is like, oh my god, I'm really starting to have trust issues with this character now.
It could have just okay. I'm not defending Amity's action for this one, but if you're gonna burn a picture, either toss it out the window or put it in a trash.
Or separate it from the other pictures if you had to burn it.
Yeah.
I'm not defending the thing, but if you're gonna do it, at least separate it from the other flammable objects in the room.
It's like when you commit a crime, you don't post about your crime on Facebook, and you definitely wear a mask when you commit the crime.
How do you know about this?
Yeah.
How would I know about this? Because how do I know about this? Because I've seen several people
hide the fact that he was friends with her at one point.
Yeah.
And and considering those were the integral, because the project was basically taking out memories that were precious to Willow. Was one of the precious memories of spending time with Amity when they were younger, and just having her burn it. And it's just kind of heartbreaking.
What's even more heartbreaking is
that always a little special place in her heart.
Yeah, what's also hilarious is how Ida calls Amity out on that. He's like, only a selfish, inconsiderate person will do that. Oh wait, that's you.
Oh,
Damn.
Favorite part. That's one of my favorite parts. Just to let everyone know.
The only sad part when I heard about the episode was the promo art. When you take a closer look at that promo art, you get to understand what the episode's going to be like.
Oh, It's
Like
been.
you saw
I'm,
the
I'm,
promo
I'm not
art,
sure I
right?
saw the promo art or not, but my guess is not great.
Yeah.
Emotionally speaking.
The only person that doesn't understand Willow is Disney.
He's not wrong.
I think you did said that before at the watch party. Yeah. We Club LASM can literally understand more, and so did the whole fandom know more about Willow, not Disney.
That's concerning.
Yeah, I know that because whenever I look up DisneyShop.com or Disney.com, I look up the Owl House. It never shows up.
Really?
Another weird thing I've learned about the show. You'll look back at it.
What?
First off, we see Willow has two dads in the episode, and apparently later on, like in the next season, or at least in the casting name, one of the dads is named Gilbert.
Oh yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think the black one was Gilbert, right? I keep forgetting.
Coincidence? I think yes. It is
Oh,
100% a coincidence.
Oh, who knows? Maybe who knows? Somewhere down the line, maybe I'll have a husband and a kid. I don't know.
Yeah. Willow has two dads.
And I think I know which one of them is the one that pushed Willow to be in Abomination. I think it is Gilbert.
Yeah, because then again, from escaping expulsion,
You
the
pushed
white
her.
dad
You pushed her.
allows
Gilbert?
her to sneak out.
How could you?
But one problem I guess I would have with some people of the Owl House fan. Now, this is from my personal views. I'm not trying to attack anybody in the fandom. In case any of you are listening to this.
Okay.
I guess it's the romanticization of Alador and Odalia.
Whoa.
In the near the end of the episode, we
find out why Amity was stopped being friends with Willow.
Lily threw her under a bus and just like abandoned her. It was because of the parents.
Exactly.
Yeah, and also you don't really see the parents though. You just see their shadows.
You see their shadows.
I know I've mentioned this so many times, but like Alador looks like Count Dracula.
He looked like Count Dracula in the shadows, but in the episode we see him, he looks like Count Dracula if he, if
it's
he
like
was...
Count Dracula. I just want to have a Dracula voice.
Now we see him, he looks like Dracula if, he just had a very, very shitty day.
Yeah.
Who can blame him? Because he was doing all this abomination work.
But my point being, they romanticize him as being like the quote good parent in
they're
that.
probably just as bad as each other, to be honest.
He's just a slightly less bad parent.
He's a slightly less bad parent because he's not as loud. He's not as controlling or as loud as Odalia. But the fact that he was there, trying to break Amity and Willow up, that makes him an accomplice and just as bad as Odalia.
Yeah. Plus, maybe he learned from it.
Now, it's a possibility. We'll see it in the future. But another thing,
he didn't act as bad in escaping expulsion, though.
Someone
it was more Odalia that was acting really bad in that episode.
One
of my friends pointed out to me that Alador is not much of a bad guy because after Amity saves Luz, he told Odalia that her blood always holds up their end of the bargain. Now,
I think that's why I've somewhat forgiven him. I think because of the
that's why I and she and others think that he could be a little forgiven, but that's not my take. No, you gotta think about that. Alador, like Odalia, he's a businessman, and what good's a business if you keep breaking deals? What kind of business are you running here? If you're I mean, how could you be trustworthy of your money if you keep breaking deals?
I mean, like if he cares about her, if he cares about his daughter, that's what matters, I guess. But
yeah, he cares so much about her daughter. He's willing to make her fight all kinds of abomination to test out, huh?
Wow.
Yeah.
Both pretty bad, honestly.
So, who knows, maybe in the future, my mind would be changed about Aldor if we were to see him again, but that's my stance on it. What was your favorite moment in understanding Willow? What's everybody's favorite?
I liked a lot of it. I'd say that.
I know
my
though
favorite
what
moments-
Adam's going to say.
I know what your favorite moments are, Adam.
I know what he's going to say.
Am I that predictable now?
What was his favorite? I didn't hear.
I know what he's going to say. The hug scene.
All the Lumini moments.
The Lumini hug scene. That's the only thing he's going to say.
I mean,
The blush.
You're not wrong. Yeah, it could have been the blush.
Yeah, it's the epic moment
It is,
before
it's
the
close.
storm that is
No, it's
enchanting
close.
Grom Fright.
Yes.
My
Like
favorite
always,
moment is just like the whole reveal of how Amity was being treated by her parents. I think that was really powerful. I also really like the part where Willow finally realizes that Amity tried to fix her memory, and she says to her, "I know what you did in there, and I can't say we're friends yet, but it's a start."
Yeah,
that
it's
was
like
really
a
nice and sweet.
restart.
And how Amity also let go of she also the invitation that Basha gave her to her birthday party. That was
Scar's
actually made out of
invitation,
a
not
real
Basha's.
butterfly. Amity took that invitation and let the butterfly fly away again.
Yeah. Yeah,
And then,
it's-
which was basically her way of showing that she doesn't want to be friends with Basha anymore.
yeah.
you know, I
The other girls that were mean.
I feel jealous of all you guys. Like, you all pick powerful emotional moments in these episodes that really makes them shine. But I usually pay attention more to the quick jabs and jokes, surprising moments. Like I mentioned, one of them is Ida calling Amity out for being such a terrible person. Another one. I think this is probably the last one. Another one where when they were going through Willow's memories, and when Luz was going to the picture that was from the main core, Amity said, "No, wait, look over here. This one shows Willow's crush."
I think the line was, this memory might be about a crush."
That's
Yeah.
it. I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, that's it.
But like I said before, it
Doesn't
truly
matter. It's just same tomato. It doesn't matter. It's, you got the idea.
yeah, and the many times where Emily's trying to prevent Luz to get into that core memory, it connects to the promo art that I was telling you about earlier. When I saw it in there, it was sad for me. It was really sad for me to see that emotional scene, because Willow has to live through that trauma, being abandoned by the only friend that she had, because she was a quote-unquote weakling. And for years, she was bullied by Amity's new friends because of it, for years. The years she spent bottling up her emotions, it's just heartbreaking for me to see Willow in this type of state.
That's boy, now I feel like the next thing I'm gonna say, it just sounds very undermines
Reminds
what you
me
said.
of the origin for Helga and why she was such a bully to everyone around her in Hey Arnold. It was because of how she was neglected by her parents, and how her older sister was always the child that they got more attention.
Oh, that's sad.
Also, remember when we were watching Understanding Willow? Remember one of the details I noticed when Ida was looking. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's not Understanding Willow. That's the next episode, which we'll get to.
And then we will be getting to that. The next episode is Wing It Like Witches.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
That's when the episode where Willow will become more and more popular. This is where Willow went from being a half a witch Willow to now everybody liking her.
Oh, yeah.
I think
I
Bruce
like
put it
about
best
it.
when he said, "It's like everyone in school has caught willow fever."
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I would honestly, I would love if Willow were to make me a little plant that resembles my face. You know, just like that guy. He had some sort of some sort of yam.
Yam?
It was a plum, I think.
Plum. It was a plum.
A plum or something like that.
It was some sort of plum.
I'd like to see her make a tomato out of Amity.
Yes, dude.
Oh my
How would you have
god.
done that at some point?
The twins would love that.
As a matter of
Oh,
fact, the
I
whole
love
fandom
that.
would love that, to see a tomato shape.
The Owl House crew, if you're listening to this podcast, make it happen.
Please
A
do.
tomato Amity canon, or I will be very sad.
Oh, jeez.
Now that one, that was kind of intense to watch, mainly because of Basha's, more bullying. Took it to the next step.
Yeah, that episode made me hate Basha more and made me starting to appreciate Amity more as a character. It really infuriates me every time I see Basha on that screen, just bullying Willow every step of the way. I just liked it.
Like she literally went out of her way to follow Luce, Willow,
Luce,
and
the
Gus
trio?
around
Oh
all
my
day,
god.
just to pick on them and put them down for being popular.
Oh my god, like
Throwing trash at them to writing Basha's names on Gus's face. I mean, like,
I do like
what?
how Amity
If that
in some
would have
ways tried
happened
to
in
stick
real
up
life,
for Willow when Basha was like jealous of all the attention that Willow was getting. Basha made a snarky comment at her, and then Amity just goes up to Basha and says, I used to be like you, but then I grew up. When will you?
that is my favorite part.
That was the best roast ever.
Amity did told the inner Willow that she won't let Basha bully her like that. She truly delivered on that promise.
One of the things
I wanted all the kids after Amity said that to go, whoa.
Another thing in the Owl House fandom that almost baffles me a bit, and please, if anyone out there is listening to this, don't take it personally. This is just my personal viewpoint.
All right.
Is that there are a lot of people who ship Basha and Willow.
Yeah, I find that weird. I find that
sort
weird.
of see that ship from time to time when it comes to a sort of deal with Helga and Arnold, Lincoln, and Ronnie Ann. But in Basha's case, it seems like she's just relentless, horrible, and
Yeah,
Even worse.
truly the worst. Even worse than Obaya. I don't know who's even worse anymore.
but which baffles me, because if anyone, I haven't seen a lot of art of the bird guy in the Owl House. The bird guy, like a huge Willow fan in the show, cheering her on.
Oh yeah.
I
Just make it clear, we're not talking about Hooty or.
No, we're not talking about.
No, we're talking about the one.
There's a student in Hexside who's got like a big beak and
He's wearing the purple one. I forgot which track is the purple one.
Did he get away orange, did he? I can't remember.
No.
And then after Luce says that Willow is going to stand up to Basha by playing in a game of Grudgeby, because Luce is told by Amity that Basha, the only way that they can actually own up to Basha and prove to them that they're just as good as her is that they just play a game of Grudgeby.
Oh god.
Do you want to talk about the Ida Lilith subplot too?
The subplot is like
If
another.
you want to, I'd be open to.
I can briefly mention it because there's not a lot to talk about in it.
A lot to talk about,
the
but
subplot
I
with
can't
Ida
say
and
we
Lilith.
got like a first appearance of Rain. With
Yeah.
their
That
face
little small
covered,
cameo
when
of
you go to
Rain
her.
whispers.
Rain
Oh
was.
yeah, it's foreshadowing.
It was foreshadowing, yes. You look like when Ida was going through her photos, you can see Lila with her, and another person next to them, which we now come to know as Rain. I'm gonna be honest. I feel really stupid for not considering this. When we see Lilith and Ida's picture when they were kids, I mean, damn, look at their hair.
Yeah.
I mean, Ida's house, it's gray, but at least it looks the same. You look at Lilith's picture and you think to yourself, what the hell happened to your hair?
Dyed her hair and like.
I know dyeing your hair is one thing, but dyeing your hair is one thing, but that is completely unrecognizable.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's more interesting just to see them have a different appearance and just like, oh hey, it's just the younger version of them. They kind of look the same. You can tell.
Well,
at least they kind of tried to change it up.
Well, hopefully for season 2B, it'll explain Lilith's part of the story, why the transformation happened.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's because Ida shared the curse with Lilith.
No, I meant the transformation where she went from like her regular orange hair to blue hair.
Oh, I mean, I think it's because I remember they mentioned in the episode actually when it like witches. Or like, because Ida thinks from her memory that she was a big Grudge Bee champion, and she was like she was a star player on her team. Lilith says to her, "Oh, Ida, not only has the curse affected your hair, but your memory as well, because Lilith was actually the star player on the team."
And I feel stupid for not realizing that was actually Lilith and not a different student. I feel very stupid.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's alright. So, like, what were your favorite moments from that episode?
I like the moment, this is the last time I'll probably bring up the Ida-Lilith subplot, but I like the moment where, like, Ida says Lilith, and Lilith says Ida-Lyn, and then Hooty comes around and says, Hooty!
Oh, God.
Yes! You stole that joke from SpongeBob.
That subplot is, like, clearly...
Plankton, crabs, plankton. Then Shrek 2 stole that joke. They said Shrek, Fiona, Harold, Donkey, Donkey! But everyone's just stealing that joke now.
It's a good joke.
It's a good joke, yeah. SpongeBob did it first.
It's similar to the Willow episode where the hug scene is during Before the Storm of the following episode. The subplot is a similar thing. The subplot between Ida and Lilith is also most likely the rain before the storm of the following episode, Agony of a Witch, because I know that after that episode, everybody was really after Lilith.
Oh yeah, I really like the Grudge Me match, by the way, with Luce, Willow and Amity going against the girls like Basha and the other meanies. And when Amity like
made up all these rules.
All the rules too.
Like, you gotta catch some sort of weird bug-looking thing.
Making a Harry Potter reference. So many Harry Potter references in that show. Like, come on.
But I gotta take Luz's side on this one. Like, why the hell did you spend all your time?
How did they not explain that before? I mean, like, I know if they explained it, then it would have been more predictable that they could have just done that. It would have been more predictable for the audience, that they could just catch the rusty smidge if they knew about the role beforehand. But
Yeah.
I'm surprised Willow and Amity didn't think of that.
Yeah.
You think they would have known? Yeah. I mean, they probably.
Maybe they forgot.
It's possible. Yeah. They're too focused on Basha and her willingness to kill people.
They should do next time, just put the rusty smidge in their pocket and just say, oh, we got the rusty smidge.
Ooh, cheating. Love it.
That's... Wow.
Or just catch a similar looking one and just paint it the same color.
Yes.
That's something Ida would do.
He would.
Yeah, she'd be proud. Adam, what's your favorite part?
Don't say, because I know he's going to say it.
Am I this predictable now? Oh,
yeah,
no.
it's clearly predictable. Because I know that Amity's gay, every time Amity gay panics is clearly your favorite.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Sports.
I clearly know Adam from the back of my head now. It's been like a year.
It it was kind of funny and kind of cute. Not gonna lie. I guess my favorite moment, like always, there's always a few favorite moments. One of them is back at Ida and Lilith when Ida was going to use her cheat box, and it turns out that Lou stole everything and left a little cute note with a drawing of her.
She
That was funny.
threw it all away, and she didn't even know it was cheat codes. Imagine that happened to you.
Oh, I'd be pissed, but I'd also admire the art. You know, it's like like I'm mad, but it's damn good art.
My favorite part of the episode is not just the grudge me match itself. I like the Lumity stuff, like Amity blushing, like when Luce shows up. I like that stuff. I also like the montage at the end where like even though Luce, Willow, and like Amity lose, like there's still like a fun montage at the end where they still play grudge me with each other, and then they go back to the Yellow House. And Amity has her crutch, and like she just hangs out with them now because she's just friends with them now.
No, she's part of the crew now.
But I also like the
my
part
favorite
where,
was also the
Amity decides
montage.
to join the Grudgeby team even after like she quit Grudgeby a long time ago because she got her friends into an accident, as revealed in a flashback story. Like she joins Luce and Willow's team, and Basha says to her, "You just destroyed your social life." She says, "Nah. I think I made it better."
So we saw the default pose.
I just like the fact that Amity's heart is now in the right direction. She stopped hanging out with Boss and hanging more at the friends that she was supposed to care for the most, which is Willow, and of course Luce and Gus.
One of my other favorite moments, I guess both of them kind of do involve Willow. First, my other favorite part was the montage scene where they're all dressed in animal costumes.
Oh, that was what I was about to say. I like the montage before the match.
Learning what a montage is.
I am frightened to know why they were in costumes.
They asked themselves that too. Like after they do that, they said, "Oh, I know what a montage is now." Wait, were we just having a tea party in animal jammies?
How did that? And where did they find those animal jammies? Where did they take the time to buy it?
You don't.
Did it just all of a sudden magically appeared out of nowhere?
They were wearing under them the whole time.
My bet is Ida. I mean, she has all sorts of Earth crap. Maybe she also happened to grab some costumes too.
You're not supposed to question it.
No.
Logic.
Dang it.
And my next favorite moment, probably the last one of the day, is how the bird student was cheering her on.
Oh, him, yeah, he's a massive Willow sim.
Why aren't there more fan arts of Willow and the bird student, you know? I mean...
Yeah, because it's...
Bird guy.
If they're supposed to be... If people are going to be shipping characters, why aren't there more of those two? I mean, that guy seems to really like Willow a lot.
There was one
maybe Willow just doesn't have a thing for bird guys.
There was one moment where I saw a fan art between Willow and Basha, like, please stop. Then there was another moment.
It's a lot better than her and Basha, let's be honest.
I would rather watch King and Hooty together than Basha and Willow.
And there was another moment when it comes to season 2B, another moment where I saw another fan art of Willow and Hunter.
That's probably just as bad.
Let's moving on. We're moving on.
Yeah,
please move on. Like, please stop with the fan art stuff. It's starting to get weird.
No, I apologize. Don't anyone listening to this, please don't take this the wrong way from me. I'm just like speaking out loud. Just I do apologize.
It's all right.
It's but an opinion. It's fine.
His opinion isn't the same as mine.
Actually, uses it in that show.
Like, all opinions are valid here.
So, in regards to, now that we got all through the episodes, in regards to Willow, she seems like her relationship with Amity is being mended, and seems that more things are looking up for her as she got her own talisman from season 2, and so or season 2A.
Yeah.
So I hope to see more of her and more positive changes for her in the future.
Yeah, and I'm also really looking forward
excited
for
for
episode
next between
for her. Yeah. Hopefully nothing bad happens to Willow in season 2B, because danger is coming.
No.
Danger is coming.
No.
Not pain.
Anything happens to one of my precious babies.
Pain without the S.
If I need to kill everyone, who knows? If someone dies, I swear to God.
I'm excited for it, but at the same time, I just honestly like not ready.
I mean, let's be honest here. In comparison between the Owl House and Amphibia, the Owl House needs a bit. I don't know. It feels like in some ways it feels darker than Amphibia. Of course, please feel free to chime in here. But so if that's the case, who knows what's going to happen in season 2B?
Oh God, someone's gonna
Never will come out.
Oh my gosh. No, it
feels
like no one is safe here.
The later it'll come out, the more time we have to anticipate or just prepare for the inevitable sadness.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm just need to get some tissues before the storm comes. And tomorrow will be the Cartoon Crave Award, so how do you feel about that? I know
that's tomorrow. I forgot about that.
What's tomorrow?
The Cartoon Crave Awards.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a friend or two who works, or does some work on Cartoon Crave, but I'm gonna be honest. I did not vote on that. I mean, I tried voting on them, but then there was a bunch of content creators, shows, and episodes that I have not seen, so I just didn't feel right for me to, just randomly vote for them.
To be honest, I don't see all of the nominations or contenders either. I just go with I go with what I've seen, and if I haven't seen it, I'll probably go with what probably interests me the most.
Yeah.
I would have too, but there were some people I just never paid any attention to, and I just couldn't go through with it. But best of luck to all the nominees and contenders of Cartoon Crave.
I mean, the same thing happens with the Academy Awards. Like the Academy members, they don't watch all the animated movies being nominated. They just see whichever one looks the most interesting.
Is Disney there? Yeah, give Disney an award.
Yeah.
Disney or Pixar.
We always pick Disney. Disney's always good. Whatever. Move on.
Okay, but
just one positive thing I can say about the Oscars, the
There's nothing positive about to say about the Oscars.
What is it?
I mean, isn't the Academy the Oscars?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
Okay. The one positive thing I can take from it, if it was because of them, is how I got into some foreign movies like
Parasite.
The Secret, the Secret of Kells. That is one of my favorite movies. When I heard about it, I think it was nominated alongside Coraline, and I thought, I wonder what this is. And I just fell in love with the studio behind it, and I have yet to see Cartoon Saloon. I have yet to see Wolfwalker, but I want to see it.
It's good, yeah.
Me too. I've yet to see Wolfwalker, but I haven't seen it. Why? There was a moment where I was like, I wanted to watch this movie, but at the same time, I didn't even watch it. What is wrong with me?
And the weirdest part is, I was watching this. It's sort of related, but bear with me. I was watching this video of Overly Sarcastic Productions, and she was talking about the origins and the stories of werewolves, and she was using wolfwalkers as an example of how they can transform into those beasts.
Wow.
And I'm like, really? That was that's an actual thing. Oh, then it's, man, these movies are really something else.
Jeez. Like in a dark way?
Like I gotta, huh?
Like in a dark way?
No, not in a dark way. It's like it's just so how fantastic they take some of the stories and mythology and put them in these kind of movies. It feels like beautiful in a way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like how often do you hear stories about the Silkies?
Hmm.
Yeah, not much. Huh?
Not much.
And then I watched this story, and then I watched this movie, Song of the Sea.
That's my favorite. I loved it.
Haven't seen that yet.
It's a pretty good movie, and there's also an Easter egg of the Secret of Kells.
Well, with that said, thank you all for being here on today's podcast. It's a very great.
It was fantastic to be here. I love to bring out my opinions out here, whether they're unpopular or not.
And again, opinions are officially valid here. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's topic. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Click on the notification bell so that way you can hear more of the animation topic and content from us, LASM. But with that said, I bid you peace. Bye!
Bye!
Say bye, everyone!
Bye!
Alright.